afford and not record.
Welcome to the BYOK Live, where we discuss the trending stories, strangest dilemmas, and real life topics. Okay now, lovelies, let's get into some things. Hello. Let me move this over. There we go.
Okay.
It is June 14th, 2023.
Yes.
It is another 2 Cent Live with Mommy.
Hey, everybody.
Mommy returned. So how are you doing? How's your week been?
It's been busy. Good and busy.
Good and busy?
Mm-hmm.
Man, my week, it started off a little rocky, a little trying, but it's doing good.
Yes. Hump day. Yeah.
Hump day. You see, I still got my birthday stuff. Then don't judge me.
Don't judge her.
All right, Mom. So today's topic is all about loving on you.
Yes, my face.
So I haven't introduced the theme at all on no social media sites, but the whole theme of June, which is halfway over, is self-care and loving on you.
Okay.
All right. So, but before we get into the topic, we got those other things that we got to get through. So are you ready for BYOK 2 Cents?
Yes. Jacinthia.
Okay. So before we get into some crazy stuff, Mom, I like to, get you reared up and oiled up for sunshine. So you ready for that?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Daydream. I fell asleep beneath the flowers.
And before we get into that, excuse my manners. Fluent Radio, hello everybody that's on here. If you are on YouTube, be sure to hit that like and follow. If you are on Facebook, like, and if you are just listening or about to head out, go to www.fluentradio.com and listen to your girl or your girls in this point.
Your girl.
All right, you ready to get into some things?
I'm ready.
All right, let's see what the first sunshine is. Like, I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
So we're gonna start off real positive. That lets you know it's very scary later on.
Yes.
So this is courtesy of Woman of Faith on Instagram, where it says, "I have no idea where you are taking me, God, but I trust you."
Yes.
I love that. And I love this prayer right here that says, "Father God, all I can say is in Jesus' name, I blindly trust you. I'm trying to focus on what I can't see while stumbling over what I do."
Oh, no, that's, yeah.
I love that. Because I feel like I still got one eye open. Like, I'm not totally blind. Like,
yeah.
So I'm working towards that. But I love that. Because sometimes life is trying. You don't understand God's plan.
Yes.
But we must trust it. So love that. All right, Ma, we still doing good, right?
Yes, I'm scared. Yes.
Do you know Kelly Clarkson?
Yes.
Okay. So if you don't know who she is the first American Idol winner.
Yes. And
the girl can sing. So I thought this was a good sunshine, just for the simple fact of she just let me just show you what she did.
You're the secret. I don't need somebody to hold me.
Brought a whole choir. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
That note. She can sing. She kept going with that.
Yes. Girl.
Yes, so I love that.
Yes.
I love Kelly Clarkson. Can't nobody play with her vocals. Like, I love that. So can you imagine going into a coffee shop and like you have like a celebrity just singing and there's a choir above? Like, I feel like that would really make somebody's day.
It would make mad because I'd be like, yeah.
They'd be like, "Ma'am, you need to be quiet."
Yeah, like, ma'am.
Report. And so another sunshine, which might just be selfish. Anybody that knows me personally knows that Ludacris, yes, next to Derek, of course.
Yeah.
Ludacris was the person in my life. And so this is just the ode to him because I feel like he is so underrated.
He is.
And he is like a dope lyricist to me. And so he talked about why Jay-Z said why he's underrated. And I agree with this. So let me just press play.
Was one of the ones that said, you know, he don't think I get the lyrical credit that I deserve because
Of the visual.
of the visuals. So, you know, the answer to that is like people ask me, you know, why don't you think get the credit? It's I play too goddamn much. That's what I do. You know, and I wouldn't have it any other way. That's why my name is Ludacris. It's beyond crazy. It's wild. It's ridiculous. I like post effects and augmenting reality, big ass shoes, a big ass chain, and bobblehead and all that. So it's like I get it. You know, I can't be mad at it. I just have to show the multifaceted aspects of myself. Because even Jay-Z was one of the ones that said, you know, he don't think I get the lyrical credit that I deserve.
Okay, so that was the beginning of that. So I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. And Ludacris, he has gotten his flowers. He is on the Hollywood.
Yes, he is. He
got his star and everything. So I'm happy that he is finally getting his flowers. And I saw him at the Janet Jackson concert, and he was killing it. He had Mama looking at the next thing. He had the big old shoes. And the big check. Mama is yours. Mama don't know what to expect, y'all.
Okay, I looked at the other screen to see
oh
what was
my
coming
goodness.
next.
Oh my
Focus.
goodness. So before we get into the commercial with Miss Michi, question: what was your highlight of the week so far? What was your sunshine moment?
My sunshine moment was getting up work today. No, my
Praise him.
my sunshine moment was I don't know, getting to see the babies today. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My
That's the same for me too.
Yeah, my
Spend time
sunshine.
with my nieces.
Yeah, my grands came over today, TT, a little bit, you know, after work. And we got to see the babies, and that was my highlight.
Okay. Well, you ready to get into this commercial with Miss Michi?
Yes.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Y'all, it's your girl, Miss Michi, checking in with my girl, Anita from Be Your Own Kind. You know that's my sis. Make sure that you tune in every Thursday to the Blueprint Live at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, live on Facebook and YouTube. And then you can catch me on Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, Indy 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media. And I'm available anywhere that you listen to podcasts, okay, and your radio shows. So get on it, okay? Let's do this. I love to connect with you and promote what you got going on. Let's get it. If you or someone you know would like to be a guest on the Blueprint Live, visit thebpmediacode.com today.
Never ready.
Mom is still looking at the video. So, Fluent Radio and everyone watching and everyone listening, make sure you go to www.miss, which is MZ, Michi, METCHI.com/shop to shop her lavish looks with Miss Michi. Use the code BYOK to receive 15% off.
Yes.
Don't get any better than that.
It
doesn't get any better than that.
Happy shopping.
Ma, are you ready with Kee W?
No.
So I know you guys are wondering what is distracted mom. So let me just show you.
Okay. I just didn't understand.
This is the beginning. So I was minding my own business, scrolling down Instagram a couple of days ago, and Hollywood Unlocked made my whole day. Watch this video, Mom. This made my life. Wait. Oh, they took the sound away. So if you read it, he was saying that she was sending videos to men or whatever. And so this is what got me. This is the videos. So this is the video she sent to somebody. She was getting it.
Oh no, that move.
She's rocking it though. Tell me she's not getting it. She was getting it.
I can't.
I just made my life. And she's like, what? Look at her face.
And so he mad. That's her boyfriend.
Yeah, so he's mad at her. I don't know why the sound works one day and it don't, but he was mad at her for sending those videos. And she's like, I didn't send any videos. And then
That was her boyfriend?
yeah, that's her boyfriend. If she moving like that, yeah. I don't know. And everybody in the comments was saying that too. Like, is that her boyfriend? I'm like,
but the way
did
she was
you not
moving,
see her move? Did you not see her moves?
I saw those moves.
Yes, yes.
No, just saying he looked younger than her. That's all.
Oh, I thought people were saying that. Yeah, they was like, "How did she get?" I'm like, "Do you see what she doing? Do
Oh,
you
that
see?
I don't have nothing to do with how
do-
you get somebody.
do,
Yeah.
do you see what she doing?"
Yeah.
All right. So the next keyword read is this is a debate.
Okay.
Now listen. Now if I lose you, let me know because I got lost reading this.
Okay.
So this lady says on Twitter, some men will embarrass you every chance they can. Dude is struggling with bills at home, and he subscribed to his wife's friends' OnlyFans and sent her over $600 in total. She told the wife because she knows they're struggling and gave some money back. She lucky she got anything back. So then they go through the exchange. So the girl tells the wife, the friend, "Hey sis, I really hate to say this, but Dan is on my OnlyFans. I didn't realize it because he was using his middle name, and all he sent a little over $600. Now, how y'all struggling and he sent the $600 to the friend? Anyway, $600, but they take 20%. I feel like the least I can do is send half of what I saw, especially with the bill situation. He is blocked, and I took him off my Twitter as well. Nothing wrong with that, right?"
Okay.
So the wife says, she sent them $250. You see that? $250.
Uh-huh.
She said, okay, thank you, but I'm trying to understand why you only sent half, and that's our money. That's weird. And how do you know who it was, but was talking for weeks? So now she's getting mad at her. So she says, the lady says, once it got sent to me, it became my money. I made videos and bought outfits for those on top of them, automatically taking 20% off. And then when she said, how did you not know that was him? She was like, because he's not my husband and I don't know his middle name off the top of my head. Well, I think you should send the rest. You know we are behind. This is crazy. Was she wrong for only sending $250? Do you think she should have sent the whole $600 to the wife? You agree with the girl? Like, first of all, I'm doing the honorable thing and giving you some of the money back.
But if you're struggling, where do you get $600 to?
He's not struggling. She might be struggling.
He's not struggling.
You,
They're not struggling together.
because you can't be in a relationship and one person be really balling and the other person be paying everything and don't have any money left. So she's struggling.
Yeah, but obviously he's not.
But I feel like the friend giving her some of the money back
was a good
I feel like that was fair.
Because I might not have given anything back. I don't know. I need to examine myself. I need to self-evaluate myself. Would I have given anything back? Yeah.
Maybe. I mean,
yeah, but she didn't have to give everything back.
And she didn't have to tell her. And she said, I blocked him. He don't have, so he can't pay anymore.
Right.
But I don't think $250 would suffice.
Oh, well.
What do you guys think? Do you think she should have gave any of the money back? Let me know.
That was nice for her to just do that, I think.
Yeah. And let me see if this works. Oh, okay, it is working.
Oh, it's the other one. Well, she did enough moves. We got the
Ma, that was no. We needed because you needed to see how mad this dude was. This dude was mad.
I can understand because she was standing on her head and stuff.
So I thought this was interesting. I just want to know your take on this. This has been out for a minute. So I don't know if you know Carisha Young Miami from, you ever heard of City Girls?
No.
Okay. So she has a podcast. Have you ever heard of Summer Walker?
No.
She's a singer. So basically, she was a guest on Carisha Please, which is the name of Young Miami's podcast. Follow me.
Follow.
So now I gotta explain all this. So Summer Walker had a song that said, if I was your mother, I would have kicked your A or whatever. Okay. Because he's a narcissist or whatever. And so this is where this conversation is stemming from.
Okay.
You caught up?
I'm caught.
All right. So here we go.
What? Because it's a question that I don't want to start with because you was like, I want to start with your mama.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that?
What you mean?
Like you should have whooped her ass?
Not like you should have whooped her ass. Yes. I have no regrets. Yes. There's nothing worse to me than like men who have enabling mothers, like narcissists that have enabling mothers. Like you could call a nigga mama and be like, he just did this, he just did that. And they would be like,
what you did to make him do that?
Yeah, like, what you me. What you mean? No, that is not. And that's why he act like that now, because your ass ain't never disciplined him or told him when he was wrong. And that's just like, it makes me look, because I have 2 sons.
Mhm.
And I just be looking like, damn, there's no way in hell. I wish a girl would call me talking about my son did some crazy ass shit to her. I would be like, niggas, you crazy? I ain't raised you like that.
But you, as a woman, you know, you gonna get through some shit. So it's kind of
Don't be out here embarrassing me like I raised you like a fucking heathen.
So how do you feel about that? Have you ever dealt with somebody with a mom? Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? Have you? I can't even get it. You want a commercial break before you answer this, or do you want to answer this now?
Nothing worse than a mama's boy.
So you have dealt with someone
Oh
who,
God, yes.
and you feel like, did your mother raise you at all?
Like, who are you? Like, what planet are you on? No, you need to date your mom. I'm just saying. Yeah.
So I agree with her, like, to a certain extent, like, where's your accountability? And you can't, because some mothers have done their best and their sons just do whatever. But there are that mothers that no matter what their son do,
he is never wrong.
He is never wrong. And it could be like a black and white wrong situation. And she will find some color in there somewhere.
Yeah, it's nothing.
You are really laughing. You are really laughing.
It's no competing with the mama of mama's boy.
I feel like you having a flashback of a mother's boy. Okay, is that what's going on with you right now? Because you can't even get it out.
I'm like, girl, you can have it back. You right, he is your son here. Do as you will. I don't know. Pour him some Cheerios and milk. I don't know what to tell you.
Pour him some Cheerios and milk. That's funny.
You can have it back. It's okay.
Okay. So you got through Kee W.
Yeah, I did. That's hilarious.
You ready for a little commercial?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. Join me, Be Your Own Kind, and CB3 Designs at the 3rd annual Black Wallstreet Juneteenth event on Saturday, June 17th from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. located on 140 Addison Avenue in Franklin Park. See you there. We are so excited. That's this Saturday,
Saturday, come out, you guys. We're going to be bending, collabing. Yes.
Yes, and it's in, what did I say in the commercial? Let's start. Join me, Be Your Own Kind, and CB3 Designs at the 3rd annual Black Wallstreet Franklin Park. Come out there. It's on my social media site. Come out there.
Yeah,
it's free. It's family, Juneteenth, and we're just gonna do this whole collaborative thing for a while. So CBS3 Designs, tell them what you do.
I am the owner of CBS3 Designs, and I create custom 11x17 prints of any subject, anything you like, boxing, wrestling, sports, leopard prints, whatever. I will do it for you. Just tell me what you want and I will create it.
Love it.
Etsy. Tell them about Etsy.
So you're on Etsy. The easy way to do is just go to Etsy.com, type in CB3S Design, CBS3 Designs in the search bar, and she'll appear.
I'll appear.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some new stuff out there too, you guys.
Ooh, spicy.
Can't tell you what.
All right, so you ready for, you want a commercial or you want to keep going?
Let's do a commercial, cuz.
You want another commercial? Okay, well, let's get it.
No, let's go. We just had a commercial.
Oh, okay.
I had a flashback of the mama's boy.
Are you still on the mama's boy thing?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Okay, let's get it. Do you want to share the story or no?
Huh?
You want to share the story or you just want to keep going?
Oh, no, I don't want to share this.
Okay.
I gotta go and
So how you guys doing out there? Are you doing fine? Are you having fun? Yes. Please feel free to comment if you're on YouTube or Facebook. If you are listening on Fluent Radio, just hop over to the YouTube and go to BYOK platform if you want to give your 2 cents on any of this. So now it's time for What's the 411? I'm going to start off a little easy. I always try to do some type of Chicago news because that's where I'm at. So courtesy of WTTW, did you hear that they're trying to ban PBS?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, but
PBS is like,
but it's political, so that's why I didn't bring it up.
Oh,
Yeah, it's political. And so, but according to WTTW, CPS pledges additional $240 million for schools under new budget proposal, though some will still see cuts.
Oh.
So, CPS officials said that they're adding more than $240 million in additional school level funding for the upcoming academic year, but about 1 in 10 schools may still face budget cuts.
Wow.
So, where's all the $240 million being allocated? So, they unveiled its $9.5 billion budget proposal for the 2024 fiscal year, which officials say will boost per pupil spending by nearly $1,000 and reduce the number of schools that will see decreased funding compared to the spring projections. So it says, I'm going to skip down a little bit. It says, according to the new proposal, the district's budget will contain $4.8 billion in school level funding, which officials says is an increase of more than $240 million over last year. That's also up approximately $90 million from the $150 million increase district officials say they anticipated back in April. I don't understand anything as to how anybody will be at a deficit. So CPS said those schools that will see reduced budgets have experienced significant enrollment declines, which mean our neighborhoods, or have reported decreases in specific student populations, such as diverse learners or preschool students.
Oh, listening to
Preschool,
my baby.
Approximately 39% of each school's budget will be tied to the number of students it enrolls, a decrease of 7% from last year's budget, according to the officials. Johnson, a former teacher and paid organizer for the Chicago Teachers Union, has previously spoken out against student-based budgeting, which he said has had a devastating impact on our schools. District officials have said they intend to move away from that system in the future. Why can't that future be now when they got this new budget? So, $15 million increase in funding for bilingual instruction, a 480-seat expansion of pre-kindergarten classes. Now, let me get this straight. They're going to decrease funding for the preschool teachers, but increase it for isn't pre-K preschool?
Yeah.
So they're expanding it, but they're decreasing the teachers. Or the funding for that. So $45 million of district-wide teacher professional development and $15 million to hire additional counselors at 131 of the district's highest need schools. $11 million in support for 80 schools that are expected to see significant year-over-year enrollment changes, and $3.7 million for proactive safety resources like school safety equipment.
Okay.
Was that like metal detectors?
Yeah. Yeah. School
I feel like this
equipment.
3.7 million can
be cut.
No,
that's for safety. That's for the student safety.
I get it, but when you think of schools that where these mass shootings are happening, it's not in the hood.
No,
it's in the suburb where there's no metal detectors and things of that there.
Right.
So I feel like that can be allocated elsewhere. I feel like they can decrease that and
allocate it maybe to the preschool up there.
I don't know, but hey, something is better than nothing.
Yeah.
But I still have questions.
Maybe it's just the way it's allocated. That's questionable.
Right. And
I saw this story. I was going to send this to you.
Yes, and we can't control that.
No, we
can't control that.
That's,
so I will say kudos for CPS for getting the additional funding.
Yeah.
So we're gonna keep it positive.
Keep it positive. I saw this.
Now I read this story and I'm like, what happened? So thanks to Yahoo Entertainment. What's going on between Anita Baker and Babyface and why she's removed him from her tour? Like, I missed all of this. So
I'm up on this one.
Okay, so Babyface will no longer appear on Anita Baker's tour.
Nope. Baker
said Tuesday that she's removed him as a supporting act because his fans were bullying her. But why? After silently enduring cyberbullying, this is what she says, verbal abuse and threats of violence from the fan base of our special guest support act. In the interest of personal safety, I will continue the Songstress tour alone. Appropriate refunds will be made. Blessings. So, Babyface responded and said, I am saddened by the news that Anita Baker has decided to remove me from the Songstress tour. It's unfortunate and disheartening to see how things have played out via social media. While I was looking forward to the rest of the days, I have nothing but love and respect for Anita, and I wish her the best for the remaining of her tour. Heartbreak. He write love songs. So did you think he was gonna come out like "Forget You"?
Yeah.
So this told the whole story because I missed it. I totally missed this whole thing. So the trouble appeared to begin in May 10th. Where have I been since May 12th?
It's your birthday. You've been
maybe so. So when Babyface was scheduled to be a guest but did not perform, he tweeted that he had been asked not to, so that Baker could do all that she had planned. So basically, her set would be cut short if he was on there. Okay.
Yeah.
So he tweeted, "I'm truly sorry to my fans who have been waiting for us to hit the stage this evening. I was asked not to perform in order to give Ms. Baker her space and time to perform her show in its entirety. My band and I are extremely sad we didn't get to perform." And I feel like he should have done that because some people probably, what happened? Some people probably came just for him. You know, because some people come for
just for certain
right. And so Baker began replying and retweeting some of the hate that she was receiving. People were saying, but once he saw his fan, Kenny's correct because his name is Kenneth. So I think calling him by his name and not his stage name was a little disrespectful. But Kenny's crazies are online bullies. Babyface, please call off your fans. I have been only kind and supportive of you as the special guest support on my tour. But can he control?
You can't control what other people do.
Right. And so this one says, Anita has mistreated many people, including D Nice, Luther, and Babyface. She needs to stop. Come to me when you know the facts. That's what somebody said on Twitter. Right. Anita says, hello, demon. She says, I'm right. Anita Baker here. You need followers, don't you? Let me put you on blast right quick. Ed Nice is my friend. Luther made me my first million, and Babyface contract was for my special guest support act, and we treated him like a queen.
A king.
A king. And so then she says, as you can see, some of his fans are not accepting of the reality that he is contracted as special guest support on my tour. Some even want to hurt me. Crazy town. So basically, she couldn't handle Twitter. Because how can she control his fans? It's not like he said on Twitter, on social media, like...
Right, it's not like he personally did it. Plus, he's going to be assistant so I can see. Okay. But I'm just saying, you can't control other people's actions.
But here's another thing. Why hire somebody and not make sure there's enough time allotted for him to perform?
Exactly.
Too? Because like I said, some people pay for tickets. Babyface is more mainstream than Anita Baker. Now, we know Anita. No, I mean, we know Anita Baker.
But
I'm not saying nobody else know her, but I'm saying some Babyface, people could sing a Babyface song.
Well, I could sing them both.
But I'm saying the younger generation probably could. Babyface is still writing #1 hits.
Right now.
SZA, the song, what is the name of that song? SZA song, Kill Bill. Babyface wrote that, and that's #1 on that's like high charts on Billboard today. So that's what I'm saying. More people know Babyface more than they would know Anita Baker, especially younger generations or whatever.
Right, and I doubt it. I mean, she coming out calling people demons, but I doubt if. I mean, Twitter is just Twitter. That's what they do on there.
Right. So she's still saying we in love. He sent me roses, but my whole thing, if it's no shade, why
can't he be?
Right, why are you throwing shade if it's not shade?
Because it wasn't him personally. He came on and apologized for the people.
Right.
So I don't know.
I don't know at all. But that's sad to say because we really were gonna go see her. She comes here June
30th. Well, Babyface not gonna be.
So you're not gonna go? I want to see. I feel like. How long is Anita Baker going to be touring, though?
I don't know. But we'll see about that. But I'm seeing Baker.
But are people going to pay that price for that ticket? Would it just her?
I don't know. Because
that's going to affect her tickets.
The ticket sales, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Even though she was the headliner, people were coming to see Babyface.
Yeah.
I'm driving to see Babyface, so I know.
So that's sad because Anita is that girl.
Yeah.
And a lot of people they're over her. And I'm like, what did she do?
No, they can't be over her. She's like a... she's
Patty, a legend.
She's a legend.
But Patty ain't doing it.
Patty would be like, okay, that's their opinion.
Patty would just start a whole
show. Yeah.
So here's some good news for What's the 411 before we get off. Tyler Perry They say he may own BET.
Yay, Tyler.
And you know VH1 is a part of BET, and so that would make him the first Black male to own VH1.
Yes.
And it's been years since a Black person has owned BET. So
Yes.
Mr. Perry, I salute you. That is amazing. That is amazing. Oh, hey, cuz. She said she wanted to be the headliner and wanted Babyface as special guest, not main focus. How can Babyface not be a main focus? This is Babyface.
This is Babyface.
They should have just co-headline. It's like another Escape and SWV debacle. So, according to Newsome.com, Tyler Perry expressed interest in purchasing a majority stake in BET. We already know he got it. So for the first time in 21 years, BET is Black owned. And like I just said, the first time ever VH1 is now Black owned.
Yes,
Tyler Perry just made history as the first African American to buy 2 major television networks.
Yes.
I don't have much commentary on that. Like, you have any 2 cents on that?
The 2 cents is yay, Tyler.
Yes, and they said Tyler Perry is top tier example of who cares what people say. I'm going to say, I'm going to stay in my lane.
And
this man went from sleeping in his car to buying BET and VH1. So congratulations. These are just kudos to him. So, so a lot of people saying not just yet. They said while numerous publications have reported that the deal to grant ownership of BET has been finalized, it appears that those publications may have been spreading the news taken from a single source, the streamer, which apparently has since been taken down in this report. So they're saying, just FYI, the original report on this Tyler Perry BET news has been taken down. Suffice it to say, this update has caused Black Twitter to go from celebrating the news of Perry's finalized purchase to waiting around in Black excellence limbo to find out if the news is actually true.
Oh, well, we'll see.
So I'm hoping it is true because I did see a Instagram post a while ago where it was 50 Cent, him, and somebody else that was in talks of owning BET.
Yeah.
So it's happening.
Yeah.
I feel like it's happening.
Kudos, Tyler.
Yes. Team Medea, yes, Mr. Perry, yes, Mr. Perry. Congratulations, hey, cuz.
Yay, Brenda.
Everyone, yeah. So I don't have any 2 cents with that. Like, I'm really proud. That's Black excellence at its finest.
Yes, it is.
I was gonna do this story. Do you want to talk about this story, Mom? Do you think that's not a good note? It just does not end on a good note. So I will not end it on a bad note. Okay. So what we could do is Mom says, thank God. We're gonna do a quick commercial about the Fluent Radio annual car show.
Oh,
we'll be right back.
The members only car club. Where my members only car club members at? Show some love right now. That's what it's all about, guys.
Hey guys, this is Lady Fluent here, and I wanted to remind you all to save the date for Saturday, August the 12th, 2023, where we will be hosting and broadcasting live from our 3rd annual car show featuring the Members Only Car Club that will be held in Crestwood, Illinois. The event will take place in the parking lot of At the Office Bar and Grill on Calsac Road, just west of Cicero Avenue. Registration will begin at 9 to 12 p.m. and will be $20 for motorcycles and $25 per car. This event is free for spectators and will have 10 categories, including 2 Best of Show awards, Best Club Participation, and the Kids' Choice Award. And yes, we will also be hosting our fundraiser again. This year, we are going to be partnering with Dr. Keisha Roberts-Tabb for our fundraising efforts, in which proceeds of the event will be donated to the RTA Group for the 2024 Girls Night Out Rally in support of human trafficking awareness. The RTA Group is dedicated to bringing awareness to human trafficking through training, evaluation, coaching, and counseling to ensure that vulnerable populations are afforded the best care and treatment possible without violating their dignity and safety. Fluent Radio is proud to become sponsors of the 2024 Girls Night Out Rally, which will take place on January 12, 2024. For more information on the RTA Group, human and sex trafficking, or Dr. Keisha Roberts-Tabb, please visit www.drkeisharobertstabb.com. So So drop on by Saturday, August the 12th. Enjoy yourself and tell a friend. Contact us via email for any additional questions at pr.fluentradio889@gmail.com or online at www.fluentradio.com. Hope to see you there. Bye-bye.
All right. Save the date. We're gonna also be there.
We're gonna be there
some
too.
classic cars.
Yes, and motorcycles and all that.
All right.
Come stay with us. We moving around, you guys.
I see. Hey, Fluent Radio, you still hanging in there with me? Viewers, are you still hanging in there with me? We are at the main topic. Mom has survived. Kee W, and what's the 411? It wasn't that bad.
No, not this one.
You didn't even need to Cynthia, did you?
No,
you still needed
I still need you always to Cynthia. I don't care what the time. I need you always to Cynthia.
All right, let's get into this main topic.
Hey, lovelies. Now it's time for the topic of the night.
I love that song. Just an ordinary day.
I've seen it.
Yes. So, Mom, I didn't write any. You know how I have the little thing right there that says what everything is about?
Yeah.
I did not do that. So this is about loving on you, self-care. And so I have my questions on another screen. So the question is, what is self-care to you?
Self-care is just that, taking care of yourself, putting yourself first. Not, negating other people, but not negating yourself either. Your self-care is making sure you're taken care of first, that your health, spiritual, all of that is taken care of first. Then, because if you don't take care of you can take care of anybody else effectively. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Love it on yourself. The older you get, the more you have to love on yourself, because you got to do exercise and a little extra stuff. So love it on yourself is very important. It's very important.
And you know what made me do this topic?
What?
It's so simple. I was riding on Sunday, and the Church Girl song from Renaissance, Beyonce's album, popped up, and she was saying she's gonna go to this party. She's gonna let go of this body. She's gonna love on her. Okay. And I just started crying because I'm like, sometimes you need that moment where, yes, things are happening with everybody else, but sometimes you need to take that moment to just love on you.
Love on you.
Love on you. And that's what even made me think of this topic today. What is it like to love on me? So when you're in a relationship and you want to, be romantic and you want to make sure they're comfortable, so you set the mood and you do this and you do that. When do we love on us like that? Do we set the mood for us? Have some candles, the bubble bath, set the energy, set the mood, and just love on you. Like, when was the last time you just loved on you?
Today.
What did you do?
I try to love on me every day.
And that's good.
My bubble baths every day. I just, try. And I self-date too. Self-dating is loving on yourself too. Because people can't go any place by themselves without a man. All that kind, everything. Going on a date by yourself is a good self-care. You know what I'm saying? Take yourself out to dinner. You don't need somebody to always, you go with the kids or whatever. You can sometimes do that yourself. Go out and have yourself a nice time. On my birthday, I went to the show. I went to, what did I do?
A lot.
I did a lot on my birthday by myself. Took myself out to a nice steak dinner. And I groomed myself first when I got my nails and everything done. And it was just like taking care of self. Taking care of self.
I love that.
I love it. Yeah.
I love that. Like taking the time and loving on you. And so I'm thinking of some ways where I can just love on me. And sometimes loving on me is just cutting everything off. Yeah. Cutting everything off, curling up. Like, what did I used to love? I had to go back to childhood. What was something I used to love to do? I used to sit in the corner of the couch with a book and read. Yes. I never was a TV person, nothing like that. Like, I always, and to me, that was loving on me, because a book is, and it can't be an ebook because it's still on an electronic device where notifications is popping up. It needs to be a physical book, and the phone needs to be cut off or on silence, and I need to just sit there and just read. Yep. And that's, to me, that's loving on me.
Just loving on you.
Just loving on me and setting the mood. And so, of course, I'm sorry, Mom. Today we have a website. So it's 8 areas of self-care. Okay. So you mentioned like majority of them. And so we're going to keep watching, because I want the Fluent Radio people to know some of the 8. So we're going to try not to be lengthy so you guys can catch the whole show. If not, you can always go to YouTube with BYOK platform. Shameless plug. Okay, so courtesy of Modern Therapy, I love this site. We said this physical self-care, so we know about that, like going for a walk, taking a bath, getting enough sleep, eating nourishing foods, even the way you eat. Have you heard of mindful eating?
No, because I just man what I eat.
No, I saw this show where these people, like this lady, she goes to the restaurant, she has no electronic devices around her, she eats her food and she chooses slowly and she uses all of her senses as she's eating. Like it's an experience.
I do that when I go out by myself.
And she makes the sounds, she feels the texture. It's almost like a romantic moment with food.
Oh, okay.
So, but that has nothing to do with this. But what we eat and what we put in our bodies is a form of self-care.
It is.
Because the stuff that we eat, our body will let us know this don't feel well. If we borderline pre-diabetic and high blood pressure, the salt and sugar
every day.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
Pepsi every day.
Right, and everything's good in moderation. But even how the food that you choose is a part of self-care. So I thought that was interesting. I just want to mention a random.
Okay.
One day we should do mindful eating. We should go to a restaurant. It's gonna take us an hour and just make love to our food.
Okay.
Mama gonna be like, "Let's go."
No, I'll be like, depends on what it is. You get to tasting good. That's gonna be a short romance. My plate gonna be empty.
1 minute romance.
Yeah, that's gonna be how. Yeah.
So the second self-care is psychological self-care, learning new things, practicing mindfulness, like we just said, creativity, reading a book. I just said that earlier. Learning a new skill, doing a digital detox. So clearly I'm all on the psychological self-care because I just need to cut my mind off. And learning a new skill is good because you're kind of using a part of your brain that you never used before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She's laughing. She's laughing about the quick.
I know, right? The real bag gonna be gone. Okay, go ahead.
Anything you think of, like what is a new skill you ever wanted to?
Well, we had to do Canva. And I feel when I wrap my steps, this is going to be
Canva.
Yeah.
You can't get lost in Canva.
Yeah, I saw you doing it and I was lost watching. I'm like, I could do that. I want to learn how to do that. And I think that's going to help me enhance my business for one thing, but more so it's going to help me like to just take the time to learn something new. It's always good to learn something new.
It definitely is. And like I said, I think it just makes you use different parts of your brain too.
Yeah.
You know, so Canva is, I think it does something to like, I can't get enough of creating. Sometimes I just gotta create. And the older I get, the more I just want to create. I'm at work typing on the computer thinking about something I could create. Like, I don't know.
Hence my business. That's hence.
Yeah. And what type of things do you guys do for physical self-care, psychological self-care? Be sure to put something in the comments for us. Let me watch the time. Okay, Fluent, we got 17 minutes. So number 3, emotional self-care, enhancing emotional literacy. Now, this was something that I never thought about. Emotional self-care, navigating emotions, increasing empathy, and managing stress effectively. Some of that is saying no. I didn't know there was a name for this.
Boundaries.
Making time for reflecting on feelings. And I want to stop there because I think there are so many things that we have been through life that we have never taken the time to process.
Nope.
That's where those triggers come from.
Yep.
That's where the snappiness come from or the sadness come from because people have lost, people haven't dealt with grief, people have been assaulted or hurt physically, emotionally, and just skid past it.
All the above.
Things have happened, you know, like things have just happened. Life has been lifing and you just been going through life and you never took that time to reflect on even how you feel.
And that's very important what you said, Renita, because I didn't deal with the emotional self-care. Like I say, I always go back to before I started therapy.
Right.
And when I started therapy and when you start talking and all that stuff started coming up, you'll be like, oh my God, it's like you have all these hidden and buried emotions, which is why you be snapping on people. And which is why you want to be bothered and all of that. Because once it starts coming out, it's like a cleansing. It's like when you throw up something that upsets your stomach. It's like, and when you getting all that stuff out of your system, it just makes you feel so much better. Because that emotional self-care goes with your physical, all the other self-cares, because that's in your mind.
Yeah.
You know, you block that stuff out and you wonder why you feeling the way and why this making you feel this way. It's because you never emptied it out. You carry it from one year after year. You carry relationships into relationships. You carry trauma and drama. You carry all this stuff and it's just like weight. It's like weighing you down. It's like physical weight. You know what I'm saying? And once you start letting that go, it's like you start feeling like lighter. You know, you can move around a little bit more. You're not as snappy. You know what I'm saying? You can deal with people and things and places much better.
And it pops your fantasy because sometimes we push things back and we suppress things and we rather see the people for what we think they used to be than what they are because it can hurt.
Even yourself.
Yeah, even yourself. You're not who you used to be.
You're not who you used to be. And so stop, you know, you used to be a size 12. You know, you're wearing a 16 now.
Just something simple like
just
that.
Something so simple like that. Quit going to the store and buying them 12s. You don't fit. I don't care if it pulls all the way up. But you
made it. I love what you just said. It just don't fit.
It just don't fit.
So
anymore.
that can even be an emotional or mental thing.
Yes.
Like, or even being around people you used to be around. Who you are today just don't fit that anymore.
It does.
And it's nothing wrong for something to be too tight or too loose.
Right.
It's the chapter in, but it's the dealing with it.
Yes.
It reminds me of a closet. We all got one. A closet is just full of stuff. And we keep putting stuff in there and we don't even look at it. We just put it in there with our eyes closed. That's what we do to our mind.
Yes.
And it's only so many times you're gonna open that closet. You're gonna open that closet one day and everything's gonna fall out. That's where depression come in. That's where snapping come in. And so I know I'm taking a lot of time in emotional self-care, but I feel like we skip over that because we're like, okay, I've been through that. I don't look like what I've been through. You might not, but you ain't processed what you've been through either.
Look. I didn't look like what I had been through either. But let me tell you, when it started coming out, it ain't pretty, y'all. Now, don't think it's pretty. When it started coming out, you'd be like, oh man, this is why. You can go back and say, well, that's why. And this is why I did this, or this is why I processed like that. I mean, we ain't got to the other one yet. You know, I got that boundary story I'm gonna tell.
Okay.
But when you start dumping that stuff out, you feel so losses. People die and we don't grieve. They die and we just say, oh.
And there's no time limit on grief.
There's no time limit on grief.
If you miss them, you just miss them.
If you just miss them, I miss my mom every day. You know what I'm saying? It's no time limit on that. You know, I'm gonna miss my mother forever. It's just how you going through the process of doing it, but you have to realize you're going through the process.
Some days I think of grandma and I cry and I quit. I used to fight the tears and I just let them fall. I need to cry. I need to let it out. I need to let it out, and that's okay.
And some days I think of her and I laugh because she was a character. Sometimes I think she was hilarious. So I think about some things she said that just made, and I just start cracking up out the blue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
but allow that space to do what you need to do in that moment. So another part of emotional self-care, practicing self-compassion, and that still comes with forgiving yourself for past mistakes. Once again, you're not there anymore. Forgiving yourself. And I feel like I'm not a parent, but I feel like parents suffer more with this self-compassion than any human being because you always felt like you could have did something better
or different,
but you can't.
My story is I did the best I could.
But that's what I'm getting at. You did the best you can, or even with and even not with parents, people in careers or people that's at a certain age, like I didn't get this done, I didn't get that done. Give yourself compassion, because if we really looked at why we haven't did some of the things we want to do, and really if we unsuppressed everything, well, I probably didn't do that because this happened to me, this happened to me, this happened to me, and I wasn't in the mental space to do it. You would let yourself off the hook if you would just unpack all them memories you suppress and be like, well, how could I have done this anyway? And that gives you self-compassion right there.
It does.
Like there's some stuff I held on to, then I actually thought about the series of events around it, and I'm like, there's no way I could have done that, feeling like this or going through this at that moment.
Exactly, because you didn't have the capacity to do it.
I didn't have the capacity. And so that's where self-compassion comes in for me. And then you want to talk about boundaries, being aware of your emotional boundaries. You want to talk more on that?
Man, emotional and physical boundaries. I gave a boundary, and I have a person that is still holding me hostage to that boundary. Just abide by my boundary, or go with the mama's boy and eat some Cheerios or something. I don't know.
Boundaries are important, and
They're very important.
And I think by setting emotional boundaries, that's dealing with that stuff that's been sitting forever.
And you just allow it.
You're like, okay, this happened to me in 1954. This ain't finna happen in 2023 because no, you know, and that's and I learned that when you start setting boundaries for it's the long term people. When you start setting the boundaries with people they throw temper tantrums, and so I have to pray and learn how to handle the effects of setting my boundary. It wasn't setting the boundary that was the problem. It was the effects of the people I set the boundaries for.
But then here you go. You're not responsible on how they react.
I had to learn that. Yeah.
You know, I set this boundary, and I don't say a lot of boundaries, but this is one in particular that comes back to seem like trying to haunt me. But Casper is a friendly ghost. It doesn't bother me. I meant that boundary, and I mean that boundary, and that is the boundary that's going to be. Now, stop coming around me if you can't accept the boundary.
Exactly.
If you can't, because that boundary is set in stone as we are sitting here talking to you guys. That is a boundary that I'm not. See, when you set a boundary, people want to, like, it was a temporary thing. No.
It's almost like a 3-year-old. Like, I'm going to, don't touch that stove. Or no, like, for instance, just today, when you first watch a kid, they want to see how far they can go with you. And that's how people do with boundaries. Yeah. I wonder if she'll let up a little bit if I do this. Or let me come back a week later and see if she'll let up on that. And sometimes we actually do that and then be like, why they don't take you serious? Because you're straggling on the fence with your boundary. You got to hold strong, because people will test you with your boundary. They will. And that's human nature, because they're used to it being in one way and you're making it another
way.
So the fourth one, sorry, Fluentadio. The fourth one is social self-care. Having a supportive group and a network of relationships around you that you can trust and turn to.
Yes.
So people you can talk to that really want to know how you're doing,
for real,
not just to go back and tell someone else. A safe space.
Safe space.
A safe space. Don't just call to know my business. Do you really want to know? You want to help me with my business or listen to what I'm going through, but not to judge or go back and say something. That's not a safe space.
No.
It's honoring your commitments to other people, asking for help when you need it.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody know that's a big thing with me.
Oh, yeah.
Meeting new people.
Right.
I saw a meme from my cousin Jessica that says, don't sit there complaining about no one supports you. Go out there and meet a stranger.
I saw that.
Perfect meme. I wish I had put it on, saved it for this.
Yeah, I saw that.
Go out and meet a stranger. Go out and meet some support.
Thanks, Jessica. That was
beautiful.
I have no problem with that.
No, that was beautiful. And so, spending time with family and friends.
Very important, but very important. But sometimes you have to be a little selective on that too. You know?
That's true. It finding your support, because someone told me a couple of days ago that sometimes friends are safer than family because they know more about you. They know, yeah. So just in finding a safe space. Somebody did tell me that.
Yeah.
Oh, professional self-care. Now we never talk about this, right? But work can take you there, right? So sharing your strengths and gifts, having clear professional boundaries, and living your purpose. Some examples is eating a nourishing lunch each day at work. I feel like that's still physical. Negotiating your needs with your boss. Yo, I've been working here for 5 years and such come in making $30,000 more a year than me.
Don't let me have. Don't do it. Don't step on my toes.
Yet they're doing, and yet I'm training them, and they're making more than me. I'm training.
I don't train no more.
Someone that you brought in that makes more than me.
Right.
So you know I can do the job. You know I'm capable, but you won't pay me.
Yeah,
that is negotiating your needs.
I like that.
Having clear professional boundaries.
Yes.
Don't call me when I'm off. If I work from 7 to 4, do not call me at 4 or 5.
Don't call me. Don't call me at 5 till. Yeah, I know y'all saying, but you ain't off yet. But I'm getting ready to be off. I need that 5 minutes to shut my system down, get my area ready to go. In 5 minutes, I'm out the door. I'm sorry I'm calling you so late.
hours.
You had 7 hours and 55 minutes to call me. Why are you calling me at 4:55? And you've done this before. No.
How dare you?
Tomorrow. You know, yeah, boundaries. You gotta say your boundaries is like everywhere.
Even with Sister Sally, that'll come. It's always that coworker who life is horrible. And before even saying good morning, they have to tell you about their whole thing, their whole life of the day. Like you ain't got stuff going on. Look, let me have my coffee first. Let's pencil this.
And the three, we need to tell you, she witnessed it this morning. I have a
hey, love.
I hate you, Cynthia.
She's so happy. She survived to Cynthia.
I survived to Cynthia. I have the 3 good morning rule in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. I come in, I say, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm done.
You know what one of my pet peeves is people mad in the morning. The day just happened. Like, what happened to you from?
They driving, man.
She don't care about boundaries. She's never call you anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's cousin there.
Cousins can get away with
Cousins can get away with it. Like daughters.
Cousins don't care about boundaries. They
daughters
like,
don't either. Daughters don't
we
either.
We don't.
They don't care nothing about my boundaries.
Attending professional developing opportunities, and if your job doesn't offer that to you, request that. I want to sharpen my skill. Here's a seminar that I want. Can you cover this? And they have money in the budget.
Yes.
They just spend it on whatever, but they have money in the budget that should go towards your professional development.
Yep.
So if you want to be sharper, because some of them don't do it because they don't want to pay you more. But thanks to social media, you could go and do a salary analysis on yourself.
Yeah.
And if you in a union and your boss is still acting a fool, go to your union representative. That's what they're there for. Go to your boss's boss. Go to HR. That's what they're for.
I don't have a boss's boss.
You are your own boss.
I am.
Number 6. We're talking people that just came in. We're talking about the 8 areas of self-care. We are on number 6. So the ones you missed were physical self-care, psychological self-care, emotional self-care, social self-care, and professional self-care. So we almost there. Environmental self-care. Having an organized, well-maintained, and clutter-free work, business, and home environment. That's not your problem at all. Having clean clothes and a clean and well-maintained mode of transport.
Wow.
So a clean house and a clean car.
Clean car, yeah.
Decluttering your home or work environment, monitoring technology time, cleaning up after a meal, maintaining a clean and safe living environment. And I have been told that the way your surroundings look is how your mind looks.
It is. Cluttered space, cluttered mind. She know I'm OCD, you guys. She is diagnosed.
Undiagnosed.
I am OCD, so she's
very organized, very neat.
I'm very organized and very neat. Sometimes so much so, it can be a little irritating and aggravating to other people, but I don't care. But that's
how you are.
That's just how I am.
But you're an organized thinker, and I notice when I can't get things going, like when my mind is jungle, I literally look at my surroundings like, okay, let's clean these books up. Because I'm a person that will have a stack of books here and this and that. And so, really, Ma,
okay,
you gonna do this to me?
I'm not gonna judge.
So I'm like, let me put these books where they belong, because I'm a person that's always trying to get ideas from this book. I'm gonna do this, and I'm a planner, but there's no application. So it'd be a lot of books that I'm gonna read that I pull up that
physical books, you guys. Physical.
She's talking about my books. I don't know. Let's get back on subject.
Okay.
Cynthia said, I always say my home is a representation of my mental state. Yes, exactly. Don't look right now. I got a stack of books to Cynthia. You're not by yourself.
You're not
by yourself. Fluent Radio, we are at 1 minute and 11 seconds. Just want to thank those that took out the time to hang out with Mommy and I, to talk about self-care. If you want to continue, so if you want to hear the other self-cares, we only have 2 more left. You can go to YouTube at BYOK platform. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you, Fluent Radio.
All right, so we are at 7, right? So the 7th one is spiritual self-care. Having beliefs and values that are important to you and guide your life.
Yes.
Some of those are meditating. That works wonders. I already told. I owe y'all a post on the brown noise and the pink noise.
She does.
I owe y'all a post. I told y'all you should see my project management. I got stuff all over that I need to get done.
Well, let me tell you, the noise, the best noise is probably when I'm snoring, because I want to learn about these noises, but my snoring don't take over all those noises.
Another one is reflecting in a journal.
Yeah, I started doing that. I'm behind, I think, a month.
But it's your journal, so it's not behind. It's just when you find the time to do it.
Yeah.
But I love a journal because it's kind of like evidence of your growth.
Yeah.
Because I will go back and I'll be like, dang, that don't even bother me no more. Right. Man, this relationship is better. I don't even talk to that person no more. Like, or I'm not. When in times when you feel you're not growing, you can go back to that journal and
I even journal my therapy sessions.
You see, organized. That's probably why I be having the same conversation in my therapy sessions, because I don't write it down. Going on a retreat, I have went to like a couple of retreats, I love that because you literally cut off from the world for a couple of days. Like when I went to the Power Her conference, I think I did. That was amazing. And the Empower conference, it's good to stay in a hotel because you have that whole weekend to yourself and just learn, develop, meet people, grow. That's a good thing to do. And then you disconnect from your world for a little bit.
Yeah. And you realize that other people are dealing with similar things that you're dealing with.
Right. And so you connect.
On that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Walking in nature. I do find inspiration in walking.
Well, she's trees. We're going to a place and you forget talking to people. She was the tree.
I always did better with nature. It was a post because I saw textile on the leaves, and mom couldn't pull me away from it. It was
the tree. Yeah.
But it inspired me.
I saw
it. I don't know what it inspired me to do at that time, but
post it and tell everybody about this tree. It was a beautiful tree, you guys. It was really, and I mean, it was like this wasn't just a little. It was a little time she spent with this tree. Praise God.
Just sit there and say nature. Yes, water.
Yes. Water is so relaxing. Oh my God. It's just like you just see all of God's glory because you just got the sky, you got the water, and oh my God, you just go out there and you can just talk and reflect and just sit there and watch nature, the birds flying, and we don't have whales and all that kind of stuff. But the birds flying, you don't have, all of that.
But you can imagine whales. If you look at the water long enough,
the waves too.
Yeah.
It just kind of takes you, when you look at the water long enough, it just like takes you into another zone. Yeah.
I don't know, this is weird, but when I saw Frozen 2 and they said the water never forgets.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that is spirit in that. Like anything anybody said to the water, it's like a reminder that spirit doesn't die.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's weird.
And God moves on the face of the water.
Yes.
It's just so in tune.
She laughing at my tree.
Brenda, girl, we gotta talk about this off the podcast.
God is my favorite painter. I say it all the
God
time.
is her favorite painter.
And I get into animals a lot. I'll get stuck on the animal for months, and people have to hear every little
detail of this animal. First, you got to figure out how to pronounce because it's an animal you never heard of before. Ever, never. They ain't in the zoo. Okay.
Do you want to know why? Animals are a reminder that God has given us everything we needed to get through this life.
That's true.
Humans are the only one that look outside of themselves to go through things. Animals, if you notice, all the animals have everything they need within themselves to survive in a certain environment.
And they go from season to season.
Yes, the temperature,
everything.
The fur, everything.
Even the insects.
Yes, everything that God has, like anything with that animal, they can survive. And they know what they're made of.
Right.
They use all of their talents, all of their strengths. They know their weaknesses. They know when an animal too big. They're not gonna play around with you're finna see a Giselle trying to hang with a lion.
Right.
They know better. Humans are the only ones that's like, ooh, fire.
Let me touch it. Oh, a hurricane. Let me go see.
So it teaches me, it makes me ask God, well, God, what am I made out of? What am I made out of? Which is a dangerous prayer. But And what can I find within myself?
Yep.
I love that. Journal your growth. I like that. Yes. So and it's a reminder that when I'm going through something, that God has equipped me with everything I need to get through this. And so that's why I like animals. It's a constant reminder of faith, basically.
Yep. Because all your help is from God, but it's within. We so busy looking outside.
But that's what humans do.
We instead of looking inside out, we're supposed to be dealing with our inner
right.
to reflect our outer.
Right.
But we do it backwards. But
we're humans.
We're human. I mean,
we do what we want. So the last one stepped on my toes. Financial self-care. Because when you broke, that kind of just eliminates all 7 of these.
The self-care. You ain't got no money. You ain't thinking about no self-care.
You care about nature.
You ain't thinking about no trees, no animals, no bathing, no therapy. You like, I need some money in my pocket. That should be first.
So financial, and I've been like that my whole life. As a kid, if I didn't have a couple of dollars in my pocket, I was distraught.
Oh my God.
Always been like that. So financial self-care, being responsible with your finances and having a conscious relationship with money. You know what that means? Looking at your balances, seeing how much you're spending on
I be doing
weekly, monthly, yearly basis. It's kind of like that, once again, that closet where you turn your face, you don't look at it. You have to have a relationship with your money.
Yes. Budget is a good thing to have because you can look at it.
But if you good to money, money good to you.
If you good to money, money good
to you.
Because I look at my money and I told Anita, I put down like, even when we go out to eat, I put that down. So from pay period to pay period, I see where I need an adjustment. Some months you do better than others, but at least you have that physical in front of you where you say, oh, I don't ate out too much this month. Let me cut back. Let me go to the grocery store.
That's probably why we don't look at our finances, because we don't want to adjust. Maybe Starbucks twice a week instead of every day. Yeah. And so some examples, knowing where your income is coming in.
Yeah.
And you know what? When you start really looking at your income coming in, we go back to professional self-care and you go back and say, yo, I need a salary analysis. This is not enough.
Those two go hand in hand.
Or another one is, I make so much. Why am I always living paycheck to paycheck?
Yeah.
And it start making you go through your bills. And some of these bills be taking the liberty of just charging you stuff they don't know they charging you. Because I am quick to call somebody and be like, why have I been paying for this?
Exactly. but then those extras, I'm finding out that the extras is what really take us out. It's not our necessities, it's our wants. And it's the things that's, I got an extra $20. Okay, well, I'm getting ready to go eat out.
But do you have an extra $20?
No, but I'm saying you look at it as an extra $20 because it's not going toward a bill. Right. So if it's not going toward a bill, then, and I'm mad, that's extra money. No, that's extra. You could be putting in the bank or something, doing something with it.
Right.
Putting back into your business. Anything but just
opening a CD,
opening CDs or IRA or something. Anything besides
or
just
saving up for your dream.
Yeah.
Because some of our dreams is expensive. I always tell people, if you put a little bit up and just don't touch it and pretend you don't have it, you'll look up and you have it.
You have it. That takes discipline too.
Oh Lord, that's another show. Knowing where your expenses are due and paying them on time.
Yes.
Completing your tax responsibilities
on time.
I'm gonna get it together this year.
Okay.
Spending and saving money wisely.
That's what we were talking about.
Yes. I told myself by the end of this year, my tax returns will be current.
Good.
I don't even know the last.
Right.
I don't even want to say it on the video. But yeah.
No, let's just keep moving.
But yeah, so
those are great.
Just having a relationship with money. So I feel like these 8 things.
Can you send me that?
I definitely can.
Okay.
And it's on moderntherapy.online. I'll just send you that.
Yeah, send it to me.
Matter of fact, I'll just copy and paste it in the comments for anyone that's interested in reading it. But so I thought this was different because we talk about self-care, but we never break down what it is.
Right.
We just say love on you.
Yeah.
But clearly, there are 8 aspects of loving on you. And some of these things affect the other.
That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, some of these affect the other. It's a lot of accountability in this. It's a lot of intentionality in this.
Right. Just getting a massage and getting your nails done is not self-care.
It is
It
self-care.
is, but it's not.
It's physical self-care,
It's
but
physical.
and you know what?
There's
Sometimes
other areas.
here's the thing. Here, let's do an example with that.
Okay.
Getting your nails and your hair done may affect you emotionally. It may affect your emotional self-care and your social self-care. Because if you look good, you want to speak to more people,
and you feel good.
And professional life, it'll help you professionally. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm just saying, that's what some people look at self-care as. I get my nails and my hair done. I'm self-caring on myself. Obviously, it's more to it than that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but I was just saying how it sparked something in my head, like, oh, that could help the different. But self-care is definitely more. Self-care sometimes is locking yourself in the bathroom for 5 minutes.
Oh, you got that.
And spending time with yourself. I do. I just disappear, and everybody they be calling my name, and I don't say nothing.
I do it.
This is my 5 minutes in the bathroom.
Only when my grandbaby's not over here, because if I go in the bathroom, they're gonna be like, Mimi,
they shall follow.
Where are you? And they're gonna sit right there in the bathroom with me. Hence we have joint self-care time together. But you do. She does that. And then when she comes out, it's like sometimes she has this glow, and I'd be like, oh, that really worked for her.
Because I took a minute. Now, I know that we're running a little bit over time. I did have one more thing before we leave. How do you balance taking care of yourself and others? And so I just wanted to read a quote that I said. Just a quote. The balance between self-care and caring for others has always been, for me, this is somebody random, summed up by the metaphor of the oxygen mask. In case of evacuating a plane on an airplane, you are always instructed that if you are traveling with a small child or someone needing assistance, to use your own oxygen mask first and then assist others. I think the same holds true in other places in life. If a friend needs to talk about an event that I can't handle talking about myself, I might politely ask them to wait till I was ready. Mm-hmm. If a friend is experiencing financial hardship and I know that helping them would place me in as bad or worse of a situation, I would probably tell them I am not in the place to help them. On the other hand, if all you're doing is self-care and never venturing out to help others, that can be just as bad, because you don't know how to experience vulnerability and ask for help yourself. Mm. The balance is essentially making sure you're okay before helping others, while reaching out and offering different kinds of help if you aren't able to help in the way the other person requests. I thought that was eloquently put.
That it is.
So it's not helping people, but sometimes we're not in the capacity. Don't hurt yourself to help someone else.
You got $100 or you lend somebody 75, and
now you at a deficit.
Now you at a deficit, and you complain. That $100 is supposed to get you through.
But I always feel when I do that, money comes out of nowhere for me.
It depends on who you help sometimes.
I was talking to my friend today. It's the repetitive people. Because there's so many people in the world, and sometimes our assignment is up with a person.
And we keep going.
And you can tell that's when the giving and the relationship just kind of get, because it's over. Some people are just seasonal people, and sometimes some people come in our life as assignments, and we mislabel it.
Yeah,
we make it boyfriend, girlfriend, friend, whatever, and they were just an assignment from God.
But that's all they were in a season.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. You have anything else to say about balancing self-care for others? Anybody else?
That there kind of summed it up.
Yeah, I thought. See.
She did good, y'all. To Cynthia, she did good.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, that summed it up.
So as you can see, Mom still don't want her name here. So Nita and Mommy again.
Nita and our Mommy. I mean,
so next week is Shooting the Breeze.
My favorite subject. No subject. That's my favorite.
Where we talk about whatever you want to talk about. Yes. So keep in mind, you got 7 days to think about it, and we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. No lecture from me. No making you self-care and all this stuff.
No stories for me about mama's boys and stuff. None of that.
I kind of want to I still want to get
She
back.
still want to know you guys. Y'all up in my business.
But yeah, so think of something you want to talk about, and we
Yeah.
would do it. I got Google at my disposal if we don't know nothing about it. So, and it doesn't matter what it is. So, shooting the breeze is Mom's favorite segment where she could just be.
Yes,
she could just be. And as usual, you could have been anywhere on a Wednesday night, especially coming from after work
Right.
at 10:34 p.m. on Central Standard Time.
Yes.
But you decided to chill with us, and please know that we are forever grateful for that.
Yes.
And until next time, be sure to be kind to yourself and be kind to others when you are at the capacity.
Yes.
You could be kind though. You always at the capacity.
You could be
kind.
yeah, but
it's the giving part. But I take that back. You're always at the capacity to be kind. It takes nothing to be kind. Yes. All right. Good night. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye, everybody.